Peace, family. This video was about reality versus actuality. Now, getting straight to the point, you need to be able to distinguish reality versus an actuality in order to pinpoint which one you're living in. For example, water is wet. Period. It ain't never dry. Whether it's raindrop, lake, in your cup, out your sink, out your shower, sweat, any type of water or liquid is wet. Period. That is a reality. Water is wet. And actuality is something that changes over time, such as, let's say, language is an actuality. So, what I mean by that is, at one point in time, people spoke a certain type of language. Now, in this day and time, they don't speak that language anymore. It's an actuality. It's something that has been changed. Thoughts help you to shape and mold actualities. But reality it cannot be changed. So reality is like permanent. And actuality is like the world that you create today. Now, this is important because I want to show y'all how y'all are not reliving in reality, or have become disconnected from reality, and you are currently living in the actuality of somebody else's mind, sick, twisted, perverted mind at that. Now, before I go in on that, I must backtrack and tell you the power of thoughts. Now, if y'all don't know by now, I do this analogy thing like really well. So with that being said, we're going to use the analogy of a bank. Let's just say a big bank, a world bank, and then individual bank accounts. The universe is the world bank of thoughts. Each individual bank account is each individual person who has a thought. Now, $1 is going to be symbolic to one thought. Now, the more thoughts you have, the more more money you have. Now, before I go in, let me let y'all know that thoughts actually cause an effect on this physical plane. So each thought can be symbolic to have the power of 1 grain of sand. So you can't be crushed by a grain of sand. But if I put a beach worth of sand on you, it can crush you. So with that being said, if you think one negative thing about yourself, it really doesn't matter. But if all day you hate yourself and you think negatively about yourself, or you have a pessimistic mentality, you weighing down on yourself and crushing yourself, and you lowering your energy field, like I made in my other video titled Energy Field. So getting back on point, each thought is symbolic to $1. And each individual bank account is symbolic to how much money or how many thoughts we put into our bank account. Now, just like any real bank, we are going to take what we want from each individual bank account and distribute it to another person's bank account. So just like real money, you don't know where that dollar came from. It just ended up in your hand. You don't know where your thoughts came from. They just ended up in your head. And with that being said, it can be dangerous because you can have a thought that doesn't come from the universe. You can have a thought that comes from an actuality or somebody else's perverted mind, or what I like to call the realm of illusion. For example, water is wet. That thought comes from the universe. Kool-Aid, candy, that thought comes from the realm of illusion. It comes from something that the realm of illusion, to give y'all a basic foundation to stand on of understanding, is anything that is not natural. Because if it's not natural, it does not naturally exist. It's not a reality. Now, just because you can do it doesn't make it a right. It just makes it an actuality. So any thought that is unnatural comes from the realm of illusion. So just like dollars, you don't know if this dollar was earned by a hard-working citizen or if it was working by a booty-shaking prostitute. But yet alone, it's in your hand. One is symbolic to nature, and the other is symbolic to the realm of illusion. So, getting back on point. Thoughts. You can pick up on a thought that somebody just created in China or Africa. And this thought can travel along the latitude and longitude lines of the earth all the way to your mind. And you can have that thought. You can have that dollar. And you put that thought into your individual bank account, and then the big bank, which is symbolic to the universe, takes this, or the world takes this thought and sends it back out for somebody else to withdraw this thought as if it was money. So we are actually exchanging ideas and we don't even understand it. This is why I tell y'all God is the mind. We are all interconnected mentally. So when you have a negative thought, you should understand that you're not the only person having this thought. You can actually give this thought to somebody else without you even knowing it. So right now, if I say right now, if I feel a certain emotion, let's say I feel anger, right? And I say, I want to slap this motherfucker. I just sent that thought to the universe. So when somebody else has this vibration of anger, and their mind is receiving data, they can accidentally pick up that thought I just sent out through their mind. That is why it's important you send out positive thoughts, so that it is impossible for somebody to pick up a negative thought, because we're not sending it out. It's like a text message. We don't send out negative text messages or thoughts. We only send out positive ones. So when somebody gets our message in their inbox, it's only positive. There is no negativity. You have to start thinking on a quantum scale for all humanity. This is why white supremacy is so dangerous, because it's constantly sending out brain waves and emissions of black inferiority and white superiority. So when we pick up these thoughts, we are lowering the vibration of our electromagnetic field and lowering the level of our spiritual emissions, let alone brainwashing ourselves. But we talking electromagnetics here in quantum physics here. So now, getting back on point. Now, reality and actuality. Now I just broke down to you how you can receive and send thoughts, and how these thoughts are actually stored on a ethereal database. In an ethereal database. Now I'm gonna break in how these same thoughts manifest reality and actuality. Because now today you can be living in somebody else's actuality, which is outside of reality. For example, murder. At one point in time in Africa, there was no word for homosexuality. There was no word for murder, because these things didn't exist. There was no thought. Nobody ever even thought of doing this, because the universe is naturally peaceful. And our people were so in tune with reality that they weren't creating actualities out of the realm of illusion, because they were only living according to nature. And they were so in tune with nature that the thought of raping or being a homosexual didn't exist. So they didn't live in actuality. They live in the realm of reality. Now today you see gay marriage because somebody has got out of tune with nature. And since they allow thoughts from the realm of illusion being that two men or two species of the same sex can have sex with each other, they entertain that thought, that illusional thought. They created an actuality for them to live in. And since you accept those thoughts, you have now joined that actuality. And it is an actuality that today in America, in most states, you can get married to the same sex. That is an actuality. But in the realm of reality, that is destructive according to the universe. Because according to nature, if everybody on the planet seeked out a partner of the same sex, in less than 100 years, the entire planet would die, because nobody would reproduce. So that goes against the universe. That goes against reality. But it is in the actuality today that is happening. Now that I just pinpointed how you can pick up and receive thoughts of others, and that you should watch the thoughts you put out, and connected it with the fact that you may be living in a world that is not factual, now I'm going to show how reality is being perverted with someone else's actuality. Because in our reality, the universe is black. Okay? And I don't mean black by color. Let me not even say black. It is melanated. Everything has melanin in it. Water, fruits, plants, everything contains melanin. That is reality. But it is an actuality that somebody who contains the least amount of melanin is telling you how to live. It is an actuality that the universe is melanated, black. It is a reality that the universe is melanated. It is an actuality that Jesus is white and is on a cross. That's somebody else thought out of the realm of illusion. It is an a reality that fruits and vegetables breathe in oxygen, which is the life force, and they are also melanated beings and contain souls. And when you eat them, you take on life. That is a reality. That is according to the universe or God or whatever you want to call it. It is an actuality that Starburst and Skittles and Pixie Sticks and candy should be put into your body, because most of those chemicals are created and are unnaturally created, and our bodies doesn't even possess the proper machinery to even break that down. So why are you putting it in you? So right now, we are all been brainwashed to live in somebody else's creation. We are living in an actuality instead of a reality. So what you have to do in order to get back into the realm of reality is very simple. Live according to nature. If it don't grow, if it don't exist naturally, don't put it in your body or your mind. And we're not just speaking about food. We're speaking about thoughts. If the thought is not manifested naturally, don't think about it. For example, if you say, I wanna rape this person. I wanna be a pedophile. Okay. Trees don't rape other trees. Animals don't even rape animals. They wait till the animal is in heat to have sex with it. So outside of that, the animal doesn't, even animals have sexual boundaries and respect. So that can't be a natural thought. That is a demonic and illusional thought. So that is an actuality, not a reality. So you see where I'm going with this? For example, I'm going to come outside today with my bandana and I'm going to sell some crack and have my gun on me. That is not reality. Nothing in nature sells a chemical substance to destroy another organism or carries a firearm to destroy another organism. That is an actuality. That is a mentality manufactured by a Caucasian and disseminated, and assimilated and distributed to the masses through the media in order to get them thinking and taking these thoughts so that they can manifest in their lives in actuality. I just gave y'all the example of the individual bank accounts in a big bank. Well, the government is the big bank, and they're using media to assimilate, let's say, counterfeit money to your account. You think you're getting real money. You think you're getting natural thoughts, but you're getting counterfeit money, which is unnatural thoughts. And you taking it and you spending it with each other. And these unnatural thoughts just so happen to be, let me kill this nigga. Let me sell these drugs. Girl, let me give him some pussy because he got some money. Or girl, let me sell my pussy for some money. This is all counterfeit money that you getting out of the bank that you trust. Or this is all counterfeit thoughts that you getting out of the people that you allow to tell you how to think. So with that being said, keeping this video short, get out of the realm of actuality and get back into the realm of reality. And if anything, you want to take reality and make that back to actuality. And get rid of everything that's false. And don't let your ego falsely make evidence appear real to you and make you scared to make this change. Because only you can make it. And with that being said, we must take our minds back. The mind controls the body. So if I control your mind, I control your body. Doesn't it make sense? If I can get you to think that wearing weave is good, I control your mind. Now I control the way your body looks. If I can control your mind, black man, and make you think that another black man is your enemy and that fuck his gang and his street sign, when neither one of y'all are from these street signs, because y'all both came on that same slave boat from Africa, but I have tricked y'all minds to make y'all think that you are from that specific neighborhood and that your neighborhood is better than his. So now I can control your body and make you kill another black man without me physically doing it. So take back control of your minds and get out of the actuality and come back into the reality. And with that being said, family, peace.